Hello, good morning. So I figured I would do a little bit of crafting this morning while I'm waiting on my Fitbit to charge. So I figured I'd do some rolling. And this is what I did over the weekend. I didn't do too much yesterday. I wanted to play some WoW yesterday, so I played WoW. But anyway, when I look at these, I think caterpillar for some strange, weird reason. I am not sure why. I don't even think caterpillars have but I just keep thinking because all these little lines, these lines, they make these dots, and they're all in like a line. They're like in a row when I roll them. So I don't know. Just weird. So anyway, I'm going to try to do these on camera for you. And you can roll however you want. I just figured I would roll some on camera while I'm doing, since I'm not doing much else right now. That might be a little much, but anyway, just a little dab. And I have to just sit here, wait for it to get kind of tacky. Like I said, if you don't like getting your fingers full of glue, this is probably not the hobby for you, quite honestly. I mean, there are people who will use like a toothpick, but I'm like a tactile kind of person. I've got to touch things with my hands. That sounds terrible, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but see how they all line up? But yeah, if you don't like glue on your fingers, I would probably try to find a different hobby. Or there are people who will use like a toothpick to glue it on there. I mean, if that works for you, or maybe use a brush. Whatever method works, will work for you. That's, that'll be cool. So that's what they look like. And this one was obviously a light, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but this is like a light purple, and it goes to a darker purple. And I cut these at 3/4 of an inch or something like that. So, because I found that you see more of the color difference with the bigger bead versus a smaller bead. Although, I don't know. It's just preference on your style of what you like, I guess. I think these are kind of cool looking beads. Hello, not so good morning anymore because it is 12:19. For me, it won't be when I finally upload this. So I got cut off on my last video when I was rolling these. These are, this is paint, like here, let me just show you one, but this is a different color. These papers, I got them at the Home Depot, I guess. I think I was getting spray paints and I figured I'd pick some of those up. But anyway, so that goes from dark purple. They probably have names on them, but I didn't even read them. And it goes to light purple. So I figured I'd roll a few on camera. I need to bring my glue over here. So I was like rolling beads while I was talking to my friend. Here, I'm gonna move you up here. There. And yeah, this is just a cereal box thing, or cereal, you pour the cereal in there, and then your kids can pour cereal in the morning instead of have to worry about having stale cereal because they don't know how to roll the bag closed. At least in my house, that's how my kids are. So anyway, you put your, these were, whoops. This is this lady's paper bead crafts, I guess .com is where, But anyway, this is who I got mine from. It was pretty reasonable price for 5 tools, and they're pretty good. So anyway, this is the #1 tool, so it's that, shoot, what size is it? So it's the 5/64 or whatever. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the measurements on there. So anyway, then you just stick it in this slot and you start rolling. Now you can roll it however you want. I just roll it this way, just cause it's easier for me. Whoops, I went too far. And I figured, whoops, I put way too much on this one. I figured I'd do this while I'm waiting for my Fitbit to charge. I gotta bring this back just a little. It would be nice to actually get a tripod or something, but I don't have one of those. So this is gonna take a little bit longer to dry and get tacky, because I gotta let it get tacky before I can roll it, because if I roll it like this, it's still very slippery and it'll just unwind if I let it go. So I need to let it sit here and get tacky. So I just kind of play around with it while I'm waiting, because it's just something to do. And you can hear it getting tackier. Hope you can, because I can hear it. And I can feel it. So then you just go ahead and start rolling. And somebody who has better eyes than me doesn't have to turn it this way to see it. That's just how I do it, just so I make sure that it's good. And see, I like how they leave those little lines like that. And then if you get, oops, see like how I got glue here? No, that's actually the end where the bear symbol is, sorry. Anyway, if you get glue on here while you're doing it, you can pick it off, because it gets, you know, caked on your hands. And if you're not careful, it will come off on your project, but it's real easy to get off. You can just either do it like this, or you can just use your nail and scrape it too. So that's all I do for, you know, my paper bead rolling. Somebody else may do it differently, and you know, some people prefer using this method with a skewer, a kebab stick. I've tried that method, but after using one of these, I just I don't like using it anymore, because I feel spoiled now, I guess. So anyway, did I even say before? Yeah, I was cut off on my making beads because a friend of mine called. All right, see, I put a little too much on there again. But I don't know. Oh, goodness. So I just figured I'd roll a couple of these. I only have like 4 or 5 left. Today is chip day for Celebrate Recovery. I thought about going, but I don't think I'm going to go because the roads are kind of crappy, and I don't want to have to keep bugging my husband to take me. And it just is it's crappy outside, so I don't know. I really wanted to go because, like I said, it's chip night, and this see, like, there's some of that glue. Whoops. I just, you know, got some on there and there. But anyway, see how it's stuck on there, and you can just pick it off. Anyway, so it's chip night, and this would, since it's February now, it would be my 2 years sober from alcohol. So, but I'm not too worried about it. I have my 18-month one right here. I found it in my paper thing over here when I was cleaning my paper thing out and organizing, because I got a whole bunch of paper I need to go through and paint at some point, but I still have paper that I need to paint yet from this summer, so I got to work on that, the painted paper. I just been telling myself that I got these that I need to work on. I got all these that I need to work on, but I think I'm going to stop after these right here are done. And I think I'll just I think I will just start using the painted paper again. I don't know. That's a better amount. But I figured I'd show how I roll my paper beads, and I'm holding it here because I think holding it like this puts a lot of stress right here, even though I don't have that issue. Like, I don't think that I'm ruining it, but if I do hold it like this, there's no pressure being put on the little pin in there. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. It's just preference. This way, I know it's not gonna unroll in my hand while I'm waiting for it to get tacky. So, and then I just roll. Yeah, so I like these. I kind of like how that line is there. It gives it something. At first I was like, I don't know. At first I was like, I don't know if I like that, but I keep coming back to it and thinking that I really like that. So I don't know if it's just me being weird. Like, I do these. I don't know what kind of jewelry I would make with those, but I don't know. I'll make one more on camera, and then I'm going to have to end this because I got to edit a video with this one, and I don't want to go over 15 minutes. So I'm going to just finish this up quick and then be, done with making whatever. And then I think I will draw that picture out just so people know what I'm talking about here. I'll show it after I got free hands. Or maybe I'll just do it in my next video I do. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right. Hopefully I didn't go too fast with this one. I mean, like, if I let it go, and hopefully it doesn't unwind. Well, didn't seem to. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I rolled about 3, 4 on camera. I didn't actually count. So, okay. All right. You have a great rest of your afternoon, evening, or whatever you happen to be watching this. All right. Bye.